Hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be watching a video by Yorak Hunt on what makes Australia so dangerous. I mean, we have things like drop bears, crocodiles, poisonous, venomous creatures of all sorts, the heat. What else? I actually don't know. We're going to learn today though. Link to this video will be in the description down below. So please go and check out the original video. All right. We have a big old disclaimer here on the very front. No one was hurt in any of the photos or clips in this video. Noted. All clips are used from Australian news sources that have been played on live TV or are taken from other YouTube, Instagram, Facebook videos, which are suitable for YouTube re-upload and do not violate any guidelines. Noted. All stunts performed by professionals in a controlled environment. Noted. The video is intended only for comedic, educational, entertainment purposes. Do not try anything you see in the video yourself. YouTube, don't age restrict it again, please. Well, if I'm going to just assume that it's not age restricted, although my channel is more heavily monitored for whatever reason, so I may have to blur something out. I don't even know what's in the video, so... everyone's always saying that Australia is a dangerous country full of scary animals, but why? Well, let's learn why, shall we? Oh my God. What a thing to open up on. Okay. Oh, he just... I don't even know what's going to be in the toilet, but did it just go on the inside? No, it's still on the outside. Okay, the window was rolled up. Oh. There's just a snake coming out of the toilet? I've seen this. I've seen that video of the person being attacked by the birds. Oh my God. Azamat. Oh my God, I can't. That's too fast. What does it say? What makes Australia so dangerous?
Recently, I've been hearing a lot of people say that Australia is a dangerous place. And while that is somewhat true, I think that it's unfair to give Australia that label. The only dangerous things you have to watch out for in Australia are snakes, spiders, dingoes, kangaroos, this bloke right here, shark.
Who's that bloke? Who's that bloke, by the way? Also, hold on. Let's just go back for a second. This dog, or dingo, beautiful?
Spiders, dingo.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous little dog here. I mean, obviously, dingo, right? Probably don't want to go and try to pet it, but very pretty.
Kangaroos, this bloke right here, sharks, jellyfish, dodgy kebab shops, organised crime, octopuses, this bloke right here, and tradies that are late to work. But the thing that most people don't understand is that the majority of the things I just listed are exclusive to either the outback or the ocean. But due to the fact that only 8% of our entire population live in the outback, and another 0% of our population live in the ocean, the chances
that you know of
a bust up with a
I've seen this video. This video is funny.
Kangaroo getting chased down by a crocodile or getting eaten by a shark are extremely low. But while only 8% of our population live in the outback, roughly 90% of our population live in urban areas and
Tit Wobble. Tit Wobble. That's a wonderful name. Absolutely amazing name.
And 72% of that 90 live in the major cities like Melbourne, Sydney, Adelaide, Perth, Brisbane, Darwin, and Hobart. But with city life comes a whole lot of different challenges.
There's a lot of things going right over my head.
So in today's video, I'll be going through some of the more relevant threats to your safety when visiting Australia, but more importantly, the big cities. So that's enough.
When did Borat go to Australia?
Let's get into it. First up, we have public transport drivers.
Why this image?
This is more relevant to tram and bus drivers, and if you've ever caught one of these two modes
What?
of transport, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. In Australia, public transport has two speeds, those being 1 billion kilometers an hour and 0 kilometers an hour. But as a wise man once said, speed doesn't kill, it's suddenly becoming stationary that gets you. So going 1 billion kilometers an hour in a train, tram or bus doesn't pose any safety risk. But as I just mentioned, these drivers only have two speeds, which means that they have the ability to instantly switch between the two. And that's where it gets dangerous. As soon as you step foot on a tram or bus in Australia,
Well, this is in Australia. I mean, there's snow on the ground.
the driver starts to warm up the hyperdrive, and before you manage to find a seat or hold onto a handrail, you'll quickly find yourself flying through midair towards the back wall. And just as your body hits that back window, the driver will instantly switch back.
Oh, you never want to do this. Oh my God. You could break your legs if you do this. Oh, you never want to just
To 0 kilometers an hour,
or
and
that
flying through the front windscreen. And these drivers don't discriminate. I've seen 6'5" bodybuilders fly from the front of the bus to the back row, and 100-year-old ladies almost teleport from the back of a tram to the driver window. This problem has become so bad that at one point they even ran these advertisements to remind commuters to hold on for dear life. But while we're on the topic of the dangers of the Australian public transport system, we'll get into our next topic. This is a native Australian creature. They don't pose much of a threat on their own, but just like wolves, hyenas, and ticket inspectors, they travel in packs. And those are eshays. Now, I've already gone into eshays in my public transport video, and I also
going right over my
plan to make
head.
a separate video on them at a later date. So I'm just going to keep this one short and sharp. Eshays are young kids, usually aged between 12 and 16 years old, but depending on whether or not they're an enthusiast of the glass barbecue, they can be up to 25 years old. Eshays don't usually pose much of a threat, but what they can do is damage your ears. Due to the fact that most of the time they're either screaming, yelling, arguing, or blasting cursor on a Kmart speaker, too much exposure to that racket and music will either send you deaf or fry.
I understand. I know I know the type of people he's talking about. All right.
Your brain. And if you're deaf, you won't be able to enjoy my videos. And that's just not good for business. So make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you're part of the 69% of people who watch my videos and aren't subscribed, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button if you want big muscles and lots of money, just like me and all my subscribers. Alright, let's get back on topic. The next thing you're gonna...
I mean, how can I deny that, guys? How could I deny that? I mean, come on.
Want to watch out for when visiting Australia are Ford Ranger drivers. For many years now, the Ford Ranger has been causing absolute chaos on Australian roads. Often spotted doing light speed in the right lane during peak hour, the Ford Ranger is the closest thing we have to Bullet Bill in real life. Now, everyone in Australia knows that this has been a problem for years, but last year, when Ford released the new Ranger Raptor with a designated chip holder, TV in the dashboard, and a twin-turbo V6, the amount of Ford Rangers doing light speed in the right lane during peak hour has more than doubled. The thing that makes these Ranger drivers so dangerous is
I mean, this was what is this guy's name? The Mountain? What is this? A Ranger Hawk? Hawk Tua? Whatever happened to Hawk Tua?
Is the fact that they're always either on the phone or having road rage. And due to the fact that they're
that's always the worst.
If you get in their way while they're traveling at light speed, you'll be turned into a fine red mist. So unless you want to be pressure washed off the right lane of Dandenong Road, if you see a Ford Ranger, stand clear. As I'm making this video, it's currently the middle of September, and in Australia, that only means one thing, and that of course is the next topic in today's video.
That's springtime
season. During the months of August, September, and October, birds such as magpies lay eggs and have babies. Now on paper, that all sounds like fun and games, but I can assure you that's far from the truth. For these 3 or 4 months in Australia, if you walk anywhere near any tree, it's almost guaranteed that you'll be attacked from above by a magpie. And these magpies don't discriminate. They'll swoop humans, dogs, cars, statues, and most importantly, cyclists. The feud between magpies and cyclists is as old as time itself. This feud has gotten so out of hand that lives have even been lost. But luck.
All right, I don't mean to laugh at someone's death, but an Australian man dies after attack by a swooping magpie. 76-year-old cyclist died in Australia after being startled by a swooping magpie. What a way to go. Oh my God.
But luckily, I'm here to save the day once again. Ever see these cyclists with zip ties sticking at the top of their helmet? Now, surprisingly, it's not for fashion, but this is actually the most effective technique at getting rid of magpies. So next time
that's
you
ridiculous.
Someone's bike loose off a pole on the side of the road, make sure that you have a few zip ties handy to fend off any aerial attacks. Now this one is a major problem throughout all of Australia's major cities, and that is potholes. With the amount of money we pay each year in taxes and registration, you'd think that the government would have enough money to put aside so that they can head down to their local
government takes all that money, brother. Government takes all that money, it goes into the pockets of the bureaucrats. It's the same everywhere in the world, unfortunately.
Grab a few bags of quick set cement and a snag on the way out, and then put aside 10 minutes to fill that pot.
What was that? What?
Set cement and a snag. On the way out,
all right,
and then put aside 10 minutes to fill that pothole and solve this problem once and for all. But as per usual, that'll just make too much sense. You see, the problem with potholes is that no one is safe. Some of the common victims of potholes include pedestrians, bike riders, electric scooter riders, cars, trucks, buses, animals, and pretty much anything that can move around on its own but can only do so on the ground. Potholes can cause a lot of damage, so always make sure to look down at the ground whenever you decide to go for a walk, ride, drive, or run, because you could very well become their next victim. Now to finish off this video, I'm going to give you a good old 2 for the price of 1. And that is a team effort from the ATO and the cost of living. Ever since petrol went over $2 a litre and someone decided that a half-empty bag of...
I have no reference to like any of this. I don't know the value of an Australian dollar.
Chips is worth $5. Shoplifting, crime, and...
A little Nerf gun.
And starvation has gone through the roof. After you donate a quarter of your weekly paycheck to the ATO...
Taxation is theft, brother. Taxation is theft. Income taxation. Income tax is theft. What we should rely on is tariffs. Increase the tariffs. Increase consumption tax. And you'll be set. You won't have, all that tax money being taken from you, from the government from your income directly. So you can choose what you want, and then they'll get the tax from that. That's the way it should be. But no, they just take it straight from you. They take it before you even get a hold of it. Thieves, man, thieves.
And then the rest of it to bills and overpriced groceries.
John West chunk style tuna. Again, I don't know the reference on the cost, but I'm assuming this is bad.
You're left with roughly $50 to either spend on petrol, entertainment, Yorak hunt merchandise, link in description, or of course, most importantly, a quick trip to Uncle Dan's. But the thing is, because the Australian public only have enough money to pay for one of the things I just mentioned per week, which is usually a slab of Victor Bravos from Dan Murphy's that only lasts one night anyway, the Australian public are left with no other option but to commit theft.
Men still alcohol from Victorian bottle shop?
Crime, fraud, and violence. So when you're sitting at home on a Friday night eating a $10 packet of noodles, just remember that one day you work for free each week goes towards paying for things like this.
Reserve Bank spends $13,700 of taxpayer funds on food and $4,000 on booze hours before handing down another cash rate rise. Australia's central bank has attracted backlash for blowing tens of thousands of dollars on dinner parties as citizens struggle to afford the basics. Oh my God.
And with that being said, it's time to end.
Wow.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like,
I've already done it.
I've already done it.
I've not commented. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. I did a little comment.
And share if you'd like to hear more teachings from the prophet of Yorak Hunt. And if you enjoyed this video so much that you watched all the way till the end, comment holy guacamole.
Oh
to
my
let me
God.
know.
Oh my, holy guacamole. Look at that. All right. I did the thing.
A shout out to everyone who made a
We got some super chats here. Check out the super chats.
Donation to the charity of my bank account, and a special shout out to Gucci Slides for donating $80. I just spent it all on one packet of cheese and onion chips.
That's funny. This is a good video. This is a good video. It's a funny video. It's a funny video. I like these. These are good. Okay, so apparently vehicles, stay away from vehicles, stay away from the government, stay away from the roads, stay away from the sidewalks, stay away from the trees, stay away from the birds, stay away from the outback, stay away from the ocean, stay away from the cities. What I gathered from this video is never go to Australia. That's what I gathered from this video. All right. Oh, okay. As bus drivers myself, I love sending eshays fare evaders through the back window. This needs to be put on every Tourism Australia ad. Okay. I mean, you're far more likely to get glassed outside of the pub than attacked by wildlife here. Ooh. As an Australian, I can indeed confirm this information. I've never watched a video that was so accurate of Australian life. Started laughing when it was pointed out that 0% of the population live in the ocean. I mean, there could be. We don't know. There could be some like Chinese spies down in the ocean. You know, what if they like built like a little spy station in like the Great Barrier Reef, like in the parts that were bleached and died? Like, what if, right? What if the CCP's got somebody down there right now listening to us? Could be the case. As an Aussie, I need to say it's a Land Cruiser owners you need to watch out for, especially 200 series. The fact you use a completely normal image of Adelaide to represent Adelaide really threw me for a loop. Okay. Go back. Is this just a normal image of the city? I guess so. Okay. Holy guacamole, new sub as a Ranger driver, can't confirm. It's a good day when Hunt uploads. The magpie scenes has happened to me. It was scary. I could just see the magpie shadow fall. Okay. Mate, as a Novo, those are Novo. What the heck is a Novo? These are too true. All right. Me and my mates were once hunted down by a gang of kebab workers. We had to run to Macaw's for safety as the brown car came around looking for us. God bless Melbourne. I don't know what any of that means. I don't know what any of that means. As an Australian, I can confirm this. Many Australians confirming the narrative painted by this video, guys. Many Australians confirming it. Goats, ute. All that Australia is missing is the final monster creature from the Cloverfield movie. It would fit right in. Would it? Maybe. Possibly. I hear pronunciation of advertisement. The Yank way, I'm watching you. What? I hear you pronouncing advertisement the Yank way. What's the non-Yank way? Advertisement? Advertisement? Don't you mean a Ford Danger? OMG, that's a Ford Ranger. I'm not going anywhere. The spiders eat the freaking birds. What? The video is great. I'm from a small town in Western Australia. I just moved to Perth. Might as well be my new Bible for how to live. Okay. You forgot the worst of all of them. The drop bear. The drop bear, ladies and gentlemen. Link to this video will be in the description down below. Go and check it out. It's a funny video. Made me laugh. I'll catch you on the next one, yeah? Take care. Goodbye.